So Mari, Lys,
Yes.
how long did it take you to record?
Well, the actual recording was done maybe in 1-2 weeks. But I'm not the only one that have recorded this. I mean, Acme and Clarice Jensen they were recording in the States while we have been in Europe. So it's quite a puzzle to put all these things together. And also, of course, even though I'm done in studio, we are working with a lot of post-production. The composers have been working and adding their things afterwards, and so I mean, all in all, maybe half a year.
Great. And what was the creative process like working with the composers?
That's a good question. It's been that has been really interesting to me, and also very rewarding. I mean, it started like a vague idea a few years ago, and then it has kind of developed, and of course it's a teamwork together with my management and together with Deutsche Grammophon, of course, and then calling and talking to the composers and trying to explain this idea about Lys, light, and for them then to write or rearrange things and stuff. So and then it's a lot of back and forth, which is something that I enjoy very much, because that is kind of a creative back and forth, because I don't write music myself, but I very much like to be part of the writing process with composers, and many of them have really let me in, so I'm very grateful for that.
You recorded a video for Laura Mazzotto's Sol Levante. How did that come about?
Well, Sol Levante has been really one of the tracks that I had a very strong vision, a visual image on, and I was so happy when we got to do this at the Ekeberg Sculpture Park in Oslo. First of all, it's a sculpture park with a theme of strong women, and it's only female sculptures there. So, and in there is also this fantastic light room from James Turrell, from the American artist, and this light goes in loop through the rainbow colors, and so we thought that would fit very much, although Sol Levante is more of a sunrise piece, but I think with very many different moods in it. So I'm very happy that we got to do such a colorful video. I think it's different than at least any other videos I've done, and it was of course done in a colder time of the year here in Norway, so that was a bit challenging, but I'm extremely happy that we went so bold and broke many traditional rules in order to create such a colorful video, and I think it fits the track quite well.
Perfect. And you worked with a dancer with this one as well?
Yes, with Nae. She's amazing. She's a Japanese prima ballerina from Oslo, and well, not from Oslo, Japanese obviously, but living and working in Oslo. And I think her expression, her power, and her free thinking in dance, and what she did, just, you know, we did not really have a clear choreography. She came up with, together with the director of the film as well. So it's very free spirit, just body language, talking, which I think she does beautifully.
Great. And a question from Instagram, actually. Oh. You mentioned that light is the kind of life giver of all of this album. Was there any particular moment that you settled on that theme?
I have to think. I am thinking. I'm sorry. I think it was, you know, in Norway, living there, it's so many months of the year that are dark. So when we first in the spring really start to feel the turn, so to say, it does something to you inside your body. It does something to you inside your head. And for me, this was I think it was maybe not last winter, but anyway, a couple of winters ago, maybe it wasn't this, maybe it was last winter. Anyway, it was a realization, and I felt that this bright white light is something that I really wanted to explore into, and not white light as in just a positive sunrise, although that is immediately what I feel when spring is coming and you feel the sun touch your body and your mind. I wanted to dig a bit down in it into different types of white lights. So that was kind of the initial thought, and then there are so many other types of light, and how that could be expressed in these different pieces. I found that quite interesting, and so together we all wanted, or we did explore a lot around it, and it became the thing. But yeah, I think it was after a long winter.
Great. And you obviously marry old and new in this album.
Yes.
How does the work of sort of Hildegard von Bingen sit alongside people like Hilda and Caroline and Margaret Hemmel?
Well, I think it sits beautifully. I mean, the Hildegard von Bingen piece has to me something rural, something ancient, and something that, you know, from the very beginning of, you know, the first morning 1,000 years ago, and that kind of raw beauty, just really raw, is something that I really enjoy very much. And I think contrasts are always interesting, and every piece tells its own story, but at the same time I think they all sit together quite nicely as one bigger thing. So I don't know, I've never been so conscious on time or genres or what is this or what is that. As long as I feel they can all fit together in a story, I want to tell that story.
Great. And one final question. Someone has asked, can they borrow your violin and never give it back?
Yeah, that was a good one. Oh, yeah, I'd love to say yes, but I mean, obviously I have to say no.